back to a new live stream from the Exiled Lands in Conan Exiles. So, during the last live stream, the last episode, I managed to do a little bit of the Dungeon Delver journey. Don't forget, in order to actually unlock this, you will need to go to the location of the Dregs. Again, since I am going to do a slow playthrough that is more focused for beginners, for players, this might be actually hard for you to find unless you start exploring. So then again, this is the location you need to go to. Skulker's End, which is one of the Dafari cannibals settlements, one of the big ones, and then passing through it you will reach the Dregs. If you want to see exactly what you will find there and what exactly knowledge you can unlock there, you can have a look at my previous live stream. But as I said, you actually need to get to that location, otherwise the journey will not start. I remember some time ago it was actually starting once you were hitting a certain level. Apparently it doesn't work like that anymore. Yeah, coming back to this live stream, next on the list, as you can see, it's finding the Black Keep. Now, in my case, since I've already went through quite a few live streams, playthroughs, and live streams as well, I already know its location. It's here over this bridge. It's quite a big citadel over here, and one of the things that actually makes it easier for me to go there is this soul spiel, the cold insulated shield in the game. So I already mentioned it the previous live stream. As you can see, while having the shield equipped, I have a lot of cold resistance bonus, and you actually need it in order to cross over that bridge. Now, let's see. I do have my weapons. I do have noxious gas arrows, which is why I advise you to have with you. I have some gruel as food, a sealed water skin for water. Let's see, plenty of aloe extract. I have a couple various types of weapons depending on the enemies that I will meet. Some of them might be suitable. I'm going to take these two with me, the Cimmerian Berserkers. They are both level 14, quite close to gaining another perk. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Yeah, so again, they also have some decent weapons. This one has a corrupted battle axe. This one has the same one. Okay. I'm a little bit confused. I was thinking I gave them another one, but then again, it's good that they have it. I do have plenty of other weapons, but unfortunately they're not that useful. I'm still looking for some maces, to be honest, and it feels like I am really unlucky. Okay, so now before I actually go, I will consume some of these and take some with me. And in order to give my followers more damage, I will consume one of these. So there we go. Now that I've got that elixir and the food, I think for about an hour or so, my followers will have increased damage. Now, is going to be a long journey, and since I am going to visit the dungeons, I want to get myself some more skeleton keys. Okay, so first things that I will do is visit my friend over here, the giant crocodile. Yeah, basically, if you are level 60 as in right now, and you have the weapons and the armor, you should be able to kill this guy by yourself too. Having some decent trowels will make the job a lot faster. Although it can be annoying because sometimes they can go under the sand. And in my case, I prefer to add a lot of bleeding damage and then just watch as the HP is draining away from the rock. If you want, you can use some legendary daggers, as I am. Some normal ones would suffice too. Again, don't forget you actually need to smash it to get that key. Yeah. Oh, next on my list is going inside Scuttler's shortcut. It is on my way anyway. The reason why I want to get myself there is because I can also get a legendary weapon or maybe something else. I'm not sure exactly. I'll just have to see. Yeah, so sadly, I don't really have a very good torch. And this is why I always keep some plant fiber and some wood in my inventory. Never know when you might actually need it to fix your torch. The 20 minutes sometimes seem like a lot of time. But once you start going inside a dungeon or something like that, might actually prove that it isn't. Again, when it comes to Scuttler's shortcut, this is spider territory, so be prepared to play a little bit with some spiders. Fortunately, if you have a strong legendary weapon, they will soon become a memory. As you can see, I'm just blasting through them. The same applies for the world boss inside this place, the demon spider. Once you get yourself a proper weapon, it's going to be like a walk in the park. They can be annoying from time to time. What's not so good about them is the fact that some of them can apply poison. And when that happens, it doesn't really matter that you have a good armor. Even so, the spiders don't really have such a strong poison in them, so you don't need to worry. Yeah, so Again, for new players, the Scuttler's Shortcut cave is actually quite good if you want to farm some legendary weapons. Once you get yourself some decent trowels and some decent weapons, it's quite easy to kill that bad boy over there. Or bad girl, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Doesn't say anywhere. Yeah, so again, it's not necessarily the easiest boss you can kill, but it's not the hardest either. The annoying thing about it is that back from earlier, it starts spreading that purple mist, which actually starts making you gain corruption. See, so as you can see from the light surrounding my weapons, the daggers always deal bleeding damage. Never really covered this side, I think. Basically, if you're going with the weapon, you can see light attacks will not do much. If you're going with combo, you can actually deal some special damage. It's Sonder for maces. This one I think has crippling. The last two attacks, it's going to be bleeding. Yeah, but that's not what I'm here for. Here for this. Again, not a bad weapon, but not the best. Yeah, going back to the weapons, if you go with the knives, as you can see, the light of the special attack is basically always red, meaning that each of the hits will apply another bleeding stack, up to 20 if I'm not mistaken. So when it comes to bosses who are alive, that's really decent damage you're doing over time. Again, you can combine with different other things, such as poisoned weapons, once you find the weapons, of course. Or you can use poisoned arrows, or like I am using the noxious gas arrows. To be fair, if the boss is not that hard to kill, the bleeding is just enough. So, next on the list after Scuttler's Shortcut, on my way to the frozen biome. It's going to be here, a place where you can find big rhino, king rhino. Yeah, so fortunately not all areas are full of enemies. It's not like in some other games where you need to fear for your life once it gets dark. Unless you're going in an area where some creature spawns or there's some special event in the game, then you just don't have to worry. It's just the creatures that spawn normally. Like you can see, there's plenty of scorpions around here. And of course there's some annoying cobras. The reason why I'm calling the cobras annoying is because they have a really small hitbox, so sometimes it can actually be hard to hit them. And the poison they apply on you, as you could see, is quite strong. But as long as you're careful, you can deal with them. Or if you don't feel like standing around, you can just run past them. If you have a lot of noxious gas arrows, you can shoot one at them and it will quickly kill them. So again, over here there is a King Rhino. I forgot to actually add it in the map. It's not necessary to do it if you already know the location. If you are a new player and you want to know where to find the world bosses so you can get more skeleton keys, which will allow you to then open more legendary chests, then marking them on the map is quite a good idea. Okay. So I don't really have any idea what happened to this big boy. He actually used to be quite tanky at some point. Sadly, it seems like now you can easily kill him. Kind of feel bad for him, to be honest. But then again, it is quite helpful for me that he's dying faster, so there's nothing to complain. Yeah, in my case, since I'm doing dungeons, I didn't take a ride. But if you want, you can always take some mount with you, either a rhino or you can take a horse. If you want to learn more on how to get one of them, you can take a look at my previous videos. Actually showed the locations where you can find them, and growing them is quite easy. You just need some plant fiber. Yeah, so again, the aim is to get over here, which means just squeeze between these ruins. Sadly, there's plenty of cobras and scorpions around, so you just need to be careful not to get yourself too poisoned by them. As you can see, the cobras can be quite persistent. They won't just let you go immediately. They have to follow you for quite a long time. Okay, apparently that one gave up, or these two took care of it. Not sure which one is it. Yeah, so this is quite useful, Tyros's passage. I'm not sure if you can build inside it. But it can be used as a hideout if you're playing in the night. Instead of just wandering around, you can stand there for a little bit. Yeah, so I haven't really explored this bit of the map. I'll try not to go after anything important. I will come and explore it at some point. There is also a cartographer journey, which will take you in quite a few places. Yeah, so this area, basically the Highlands area, you'll mostly find boars, these annoying guys, the elks, and of course plenty of wolves will be around. Fortunately, if you look at the map where you are, you can actually find some landmarks that show you where you might go, but if you see over here, it's actually a pathway between all that grass. Sadly, it doesn't actually lead anywhere specific. Again, this place might actually be used as a hideout. Skyholm ruins are actually on top of this. I'm not interested in them. So, if you follow the pathway, again, it will take you out of that small canyon. Again, plenty of boars around. There's also some settlements over here. I will go over them at some other point. Basically, these are the heirs of the north. If you want, you can take a look at my previous videos, and I've actually visited all the settlements that are around this area, and there's quite a lot of them. Some of them are actually very useful. Yeah, so this is the shortest way to get to the bridge. And it's also a good way to get yourself some experience points. God's Law Passage. As you can see, it's quite full of iron. So if you have some steel weapons, which especially maces, which are quite good against these guys, then you might consider having a small camp around the area. Again, it's quite a good base location somewhere around here. You just need to search one with enemies nearby. Yeah, so there we go. Again, lots of iron deposits. This is actually not bad if you need both experience and iron. Somewhere early towards mid-game, it's quite perfect. Also, that experience applies both to yourself and your trolls. These guys might actually go down quickly now, but without some strongish weapons, they do need a little bit extra to be killed. Okay, so going back, this is the Bridge of the Betrayer, and this is what you need to cross in order to reach the Black Keep, which is the one of the dungeons. It's quite important because it will allow you to unlock a really nice set of armor. Now, as I mentioned, if you do not have proper clothing or good cold insulation, you will get very cold and extremely cold, and once you get extremely cold, your HP will start to deplete quite fast. But if you use this, you will only get up to very cold. Then again, there are some armor pieces you might find around the world. Those can be used as well. Yeah, so these are the ruins of Shulan. And somewhere at the top of it, or middle, something like that, it's where you will find the entrance to the Black Keep. Now, as you can see, this area is full of undead, so be ready to have some fights. Now, unlike the ones in the unnamed city, these bad boys will pack more damage on their hits, so don't forget about that, and bring some aloe extract with you, just in case they get a chance to swarm around you. Also, they have a lot, I think around 100-150 more HP than the undead in the unnamed city. Now, if you are in the area, this is one of the obelisks in the game. You can actually teleport to this if you have the map room. Sadly, I don't actually have the map room, but I will attune my bracelet to it. I don't have to do it later. Basically, the advantage of attuning your bracelet to it comes when you get the map room crafted. Then you can teleport exactly to this point. So let's say you have your map room constructed or placed somewhere around here in the starting area because you don't want to bother going further. Then you just need to access the map room and you will be teleported over here. Sadly, they don't work they will not allow you to go back the same way, so it's only a one-way trip. Still, it's not bad, to be honest. I'll just save you part of it. Of course, if you want, you can check where the obelisks are, like it was here. You can have more map rooms, and you can build more camps around the area. For example, if you want, you can build one, let's say, over here. And then when you teleport to this obelisk, you can quickly run back to your camp. Sadly, I was actually annoyed during my last playthrough about this. When you teleport, sometimes your trolls will lose HP. And I've actually managed to get my trolls killed because I was teleporting too fast from one place to the other. Okay, so as I said, you do have to go higher over here. Again, lots of these ugly boys. Now, if you want, you can loot them. If not, you don't have to. I'm going for some a little bit rarer resources like these, or raw ash, which is not so easy to get. Okay. Once you get to this point, I've actually found the Black Keep. Again, your annoying enemies. But with quite decent drops. Yeah, so you can have a look around. You can find black ice decorations, such as that pillow. Now, over here, there's also going to be some lore on this tablet. As you could see earlier, I've actually
bracelets to their corrupted ways.
Locked the location. You can see this marker. That's the entrance to the dungeon.
Zula in the north.
Just like
To
it
watch
was
the Scarred Men and prevent them from joining with
over
their
here with
allies.
the Dregs.
And I began
Now,
to formulate
sadly,
powerful
the Midnight
sorcery
Grove does
to
have an
ensure the
entrance
safety of our people.
over here, but it's by drinking a potion, so that is why it's not marked on the map. Okay, so there we go. You just have to go there. Don't forget, have a look at these. Maybe you will find something interesting. You can take them and decorate your base. In my case, because I'm playing in single player, I don't really like to build bases. They're not really worth it. As you could see in the beginning of the video, it's just everything built somewhere around the ground. Yeah, so there we go. This is basically like a crypt. After all, it is in the ruins. You have now entered the Black Keep. Again, when I started playing the game, I was a little bit afraid when it came to exploring these. As you can see, this one starts to become a little bit tricky. There's some spikes there on the ground. If you go into them, trap will be activated and it will cause bleeding, which means you'll lose some HP. Now, if you want, you can explore a little bit on this side. There's not necessarily anything important over here. You do have plenty of treasures, to be fair. So if you need some gold, silver, this is the good place to come. If you don't need those resources, these might actually be valuable. This one, I will take it, but I'm not really into crafting medium epic armors, so I'm not sure if I will ever use them. Probably once I start crafting them as an example, I can use that. But if I find more valuable things, since this one is quite heavy, I will simply drop it. So again, going to the right, once you get to the entrance, you've got this one over here to the left. Annoying skeletons over here. Okay, again. Okay, so this is not so bad. I'm gonna take that. If you need some steel, you can actually take the sickles and some other things. There's also some curative mixture. This will heal, will actually dispel the poison debuff on you. So as you go forward, it's pretty much closed. I will show exactly how to get down there in a couple of seconds. Again, there's a little bit you can watch around here. You cannot interact with much, so not that interesting. Yeah, so if you go through here, you will reach this place. Earlier I was just above here. Inside the water there's going to be some chests. Not so valuable, to be honest, so you don't need to waste your time. this side. Basically, this would look like an entrance. Unfortunately, even if you interact with it, it doesn't do anything, so kind of useless, in my opinion. And so now in order to actually carry on with the dungeon and go towards the end of it to reach the bosses, you have to come back to the entrance. Basically, as I showed earlier, this is the same place. There are some loot chests over there. You can at some point in the game jump from up there and loot them. But in order to actually carry on with the dungeon, you need to take a left. Again, if you just want to raid it quickly, you don't need to bother about this or the other side. You just need to come here. It's not so short, so again, be prepared to be here for a while. There are some loot chests, and of course some more annoying skeletons. Basically, my trolls will have some perk to irritate enemies. Unfortunately, it's not always working. So, these are actually something I might use. Yeah, so up till now I was taking these, you can craft them. I was actually getting them from the unnamed city, from the bosses down there. This is a much better version. Instead of fighting bosses, you can just come raid this place. Okay. Nothing much here. So, in order to go forward, there's only one way, through here. I actually forgot to look at the ground. Unfortunately, those traps are not doing that much damage. Now, there is another type of trap, and it's this plate. It's a pressure plate. Basically, once you step on it, it will throw you up. Fortunately, in this place, it's kind of useful, as it will allow you to get over here and loot the chests. Now, there are some rooms over here. This one's useless because it's empty. This one is also empty. Over here, there's going to be... well, maybe not. There's some lore on here. If you want, you can read them. Now, don't be afraid, you're not trapped in here. You just need to interact again with the door. This one, on the other hand, will have some skeletons. But it also has a loot chest. As you can see, there's some spikes over there, so be careful around it. Okay, so this was actually really worth it. These are quite valuable because you cannot craft them yourself. Crystalline guardian or golem parts. So finding them is quite nice. It's basically allowing you to get the best golem. Again, this was a pressure plate. You can simply go next to it and avoid it. I was thinking it's a pressure plate, apparently it isn't. Yeah, so as you can see, it can become a maze at some point, but luckily there's mostly one way to go forward, or in this case you just need to go up a little bit. Again, be careful, don't just walk in. Yeah, there we go, another trap. Now, over here it's a sorcerer's scroll. This can be used to upgrade the sorcery tome. Again, more valuables. Yeah. Of course, somewhere in the middle of the dungeon there will be more skeletons on the way. But there's also going to be more loot on the way.
Die, outsider!
Yeah, so I think these guys just got to level 15. Okay, so this one is actually decently evolving, although getting that agility is not really helpful. Yeah. So when it comes to your followers gaining perks, they will be random, so there's not much you can do about it. Although after Age of Sorcery was introduced, there is an elixir which allows you to randomly reroll those perks. Yeah, so now I'm getting closer to the boss chamber. It's going to be a small puzzle over here once you reach this place. Again, you can simply avoid it by jumping. Sometimes you won't avoid them, like I just did. If you want, you can go straight forward over there. If not, you can come over here. Now, as you can see, this is actually a place from where you can drop. If you are careful, you can drop inside that water from an even higher level, and then you can easily get out of the dungeon. Yeah, so this is exactly what I said at some point in the video. If you have a normal torch, an annoying torch, we also need some fiber and some wood to replace it. Now, as you can see, if I want to go further, I need an ancient key. Now, over here there will be some enemies. Sadly, they do not have that key. But if you want some more experience or whatever they might drop, you can play around a little bit with them. Okay, so basically now there's only one way to go, which is this way. Now this is the exact same corridor from before. If I go back over there, I can go back to those two traps I've passed. But there's no point in doing that. There's only some skeletons I'll show it. Basically, if you're doing a fast run, you don't need to come over here. Okay, so now they're exaggerating. So my cows were actually supposed to be my guardians. Instead of that, they're actually bringing more enemies for me to be damaged by. Yeah, so in case you don't have the necessary level and you want to come here earlier before 60, you can get yourself some heavy paddings and craft heavy armor if you're a fan of it. So as I said, these are the same two traps from before that lead to the main door where you have the ancient key. And this is the door that will also lead there. But you actually need to get yourself inside this room. So if you're going for a fast run, my advice is just quickly come to this room, get inside it, and grab that key. I'll show you exactly how to get it. And once again, there will be some unfriendly faces in here. So that's 4 apparently.
But I will.
Yeah, sadly, if you're not there when the trolls make the killing, you might not see the bodies. Okay, so if you take a look around, there's not much to see, except over here. As you can see, there is a trap, but you can avoid it by coming here. And by interacting with this, you're getting the ancient key. Now, if you want to explore a little bit more, you can also open this door. Yeah, so this room, as you can see, is quite full of traps. There's not much you can do to avoid them, but you can go quickly past them. Now, again, you will find quite some valuable things in it. So, if you find something that you think you might use, don't be afraid to take them. So this is actually quite nice. Okay, so even some dice. Not bad, to be honest. Okay, so far it's been quite productive, to be honest. Perfected paddings, some pieces of equipment I can then dismantle, some treasures, lots of gold. Okay, not bad at all. Yeah, so as you can see, if you get that double trap, it can become a little bit dangerous to you, because your HP will go down quicker. Now, I do have a perk for auto healing. Unfortunately, it's working very slow. Yeah, so now you need to go back to the room where the ancient key was required, which is through this door. there's basically two doors. That one in the back will actually lead you forward in the dungeon. This one is an additional room, basically another treasure room. You can find some loot chests and of course some annoying spiders. These guys can deal with the spiders. I'll just go for the loot. You can see there's plenty of it around, especially this is nice, the dragon powder. But there's also coal, which you can actually get in many other ways. So again, this is quite hard to get the potent compost, so it's worth having a look in this room. Okay, there you go, mate. Okay, so you cannot climb, but you can jump over it. And again, you can get some valuable resources. Okay, so basically with these, all I need is some other ingredients and I can craft 3 sets of heavy armor, epic 1. Yeah, now we just need to go back here and to the main door. I've already circled around it and killed the skeletons there. So using the ancient key, I can just open it. Yeah, again, watch out when you go up the stairs. It's not always a guarantee there's going to be a trap, but there is a chance. Unless you've already done the dungeon a lot of times, it's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I think there used to be a journal somewhere around here. Oh, never mind. There we go. Yeah, so basically you are getting an invitation from the big boss. Come and see him. This is the King Scourge. And as you can see, he has quite a lot of HP. He can deal some big damage. So having some good trolls with you will help. Now, sadly, he is undead, so cannot hurt him with bleeding attacks. The best way, I think, would be to have some maces. Sadly, I don't have any because I didn't find any legendary ones. I only have a ardent steel for myself. For my Trolls, I prefer those war axes because they deal a lot more damage than the mace would. Yeah, so as you can see, this bad boy can actually deal quite some damage. And I have quite a good armor on myself. Fortunately, my Trolls are not taking that much damage, so that's one of the good things. Okay, and once you kill him, you've explored the place. Again, some decent drops over here. Let's see, I can quickly heal myself using this. Okay, so now that you're alone in his room, as you can see, it's quite big. There's some more skeletons around. Yeah, but the main idea of this dungeon is to find these. It's one over here, behind where you find the King's Scourge. Ah, by the way, I nearly forgot this. If you come over here, you want to harvest him. The reason you want to harvest him is this. You will get the heart of the King's Scourge, which can be taken to a certain place, and you might get a decent follower. Not sure if it's an ape or a gorilla or a silverback gorilla, something like that. But you also need this, the tiers of the two races, which is one of the things that allows you to craft something to remove the bracelet that keeps you inside the Exiled Lands. Yeah, you also need to interact with this tablet, which will actually teach you quite some valuable knowledge. Let's see if it's going to be here. Nope. Okay, if you cannot find it there, then it's going to definitely be here. Yeah, so there we go. You've got the King's Scourge weapons, Tell Its Lament and Tell Its Sorrow. If I remember well, both of them are two-handed, basically what the King's Scourge was using. And you can also unlock this, the Silent Legion sets, Silent Legion Light Armor Set, Medium, and there's also Heavy and the Pride. These will basically be formed as two of them, if I'm not mistaken. If you have high enough tiered armorer. I'm going to test that at some point when I get back to my camp. Yeah, this is also a decent armor set, along with the one that I'm already wearing, the Void Force Dragon Bone. Yeah, so when it comes to this tablet, there's a second one over here. Now, also, one of the reasons why I came here is to actually use my skeleton keys. There are some loot chests. Again, disappointed because I'm not getting what I want. Oh yeah, and this is exactly what I was looking for a very, 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 very long time. Basically, in my opinion, and I think many would agree with me, this is the best mace in the game. It's called Momentum, as you can see. It does have a lot of health damage and quite some good armor penetration. I can actually replace the weapon of my trolls. Later on, when I get the chance, I will also add some improvement to it in order to deal even more damage. But as I said, I was kind of waiting to finally get it. Yeah, so this was the middle, that was the right side. Now you want to come to the left side as well. Again, there's going to be an annoying skeleton waiting. And what you want to do is get yourself over here. There's a third tablet over here. It's going to teach you exactly the same thing, so you don't necessarily need to interact with it. But you also have the loot chests. Again, a sword. I'm not really much of a fan of it. And the pike. This one is actually quite interesting because it can apply disease damage to opponents. So it's actually useful. Now, this is basically the dungeon ended. And if you want, you can make your way back there. If not, in order to exit it faster, you can come over here. You'll need to be careful. Basically, you cannot jump, cannot climb, but you can jump through here. But you just need to be very careful when landing to the next spot. Make sure your HP is full, because you're going to take damage. And try to jump from one place to the other. Okay, down there you can see some loot chests, some water and other things. As I mentioned, you will take damage, so be prepared for that. Yeah, might as well recharge my health. Now from this point again you can go yourself down. You can jump over there to loot that, or you can actually jump in the water, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah, fortunately once you land in it, you're not going to take any damage. Let's see. No, not this way, the other way. Yeah, now you just need to take these stairs. Take a left over here. Once you reach this place, this is the exit from this point of view. If you go outside, it's going to be the entrance to the dungeon. And basically this is the Black Keep. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I am taking it slow, so new players can actually see what to expect. But if you actually want to run the dungeon, you can run it a lot faster, avoiding some of those places. Now, as you can see, I already have the ancient key in my inventory. So basically now, if I want to go back, once the boss and everyone respawns, I will not need to go to that chamber anymore to get it. Yeah. Again, you don't need to fight these guys unless you want to. I was scared there for a second because it felt like I was falling. Fortunately, it wasn't the case. Yeah, these steps are quite steep. Considering all of the snow, it's lucky that the game doesn't have a way for you to slip. Otherwise, I'm not so sure you'd be doing very well. Yeah, again, having the soul spiel shield is quite helpful. Otherwise, in this place, I would be freezing. As you can see, it's very cold now. It's extremely cold, and I'm quickly losing HP. But the shield solves the issue. Okay, so now that I'm done with the Black Keep, I am going to head towards what's going to be my camp in the future. Later on, when I unlock the map room, well, I already have it unlocked, but I didn't build one. I can actually just teleport over here from wherever I place that map room. So if you want to farm the location some more, as you can see, there's plenty of things you can find. Not to mention there's 4 legendary chests, so As long as you have the keys, you can farm the location for some more weapons. I'm actually very happy about getting momentum, to be honest. And not just momentum, but lots of useful stuff. Okay, so now I'm just gonna make my way. On my way back there, I will also visit some Frost Giant camp. After all, I am going after the Frost Giant Temple. Frost Temple, better said. It's also a place where you will find Frost Giants. You'll find their king over there and their smithy. Yeah, so basically this area is quite easy to go through. There might be some occasional elk or something like that, but it's not so dangerous. Okay, I'm just gonna... There's some bear over there. As you can see, there's some ruins. Just trying to unlock a landmark. Yeah, so this is the Ring of Silence, apparently. Quite close to it. It's going to be one of the camps of the Frost Giants. Yeah, so it's just over here on the camp. I haven't unlocked the location yet, so it doesn't show up. Yeah, once you get here, as you can see, there's some ice. Sadly, it's just normal ice. It's not black ice. You can see there's a bear over here, and over there we've got some frost giants. Now, you have to be careful when you're fighting these guys. Their weapons are black ice, although they don't really look like it. Like something that's rusty. If you get hit by certain attacks, you will get frostbite. Now these guys usually drop some black ice, some normal ice, some other stuff, including black ice arrows. As you can see, they deal plenty of damage. If you don't need them, you don't have to get them. Over here you will find mostly decorative things, or you can find things to build with, like I found those bricks. There's another chest over here. Okay, so this is nice. Crystalline Guardian Head. And again, 2 more giants. Now these guys are also useful for experience farming. They do give you a decent amount of experience. And if you have the proper weapons, you can easily kill them. Also, they are a good source of unkilled, and then I'll show you. They're also a source of thick hide. Basically, if you need thick hide and you don't want to hunt rhinos, you can come over here and kill these guys. Uh, they're not going to give you that much, sadly. Although, to be fair, I was using a pickaxe, not a skinning knife. But if you want to get both experience and some thick hide, these are your targets. Sadly, you've got image delusion over here, and all the way up here you've got some more of their camps, so you cannot quickly farm them. Although, to be fair, when it comes to playing single player as I am now, or as I would advise new players to do so they can get used to the game, it's easier to farm them. You can just get yourself some distance between this camp and that place, and then come back, and they will quickly respawn. Now, this area over here is mostly empty. There are, I think, only 1 or 2 elks or something like that. There's plenty of wood, plenty of stone. So I actually used to build myself a base in this area at some point. Sadly, I don't see it that good of a location for a base. That's because you don't have any obelisk around. Well, it is this one, but you still have to go around for quite a long time. So yeah, if you want, you can build it, especially if you want to play online, since many players just like me won't be interested in the area. There's quite a few iron deposits over here. Yeah, so basically, if you want to have just a small base like a cabin over here to enjoy the snowy decor, then you can do it. It is also quite close to Skyfall Ridge, where you can find the star metal. Of course, when the meteors are dropping. I've actually gone through that some not so long ago in one of my previous live streams. Meteors can come at random. So sometimes you might get lots of them, sometimes you might not get them, or sometimes they just simply fall in bad locations. Now, again, getting close to my camp is, as you can see, an area full of iron. So it's not just star metal, it's iron as well. Now I do want to build my base around here, not when I have my troll farming camp. But again, there you go. There's a lot of trees over here. You've got a lot of stone over there. You've got plenty of coal. Even more iron deposits over there. If you need some quick meat, there's some goats over here, mountain goats. You just need to be ready to deal with them, which is quite easy. You also have Stargazer's Crest over here. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Again, as I mentioned when I was farming these guys, don't take them lightly, just because they don't seem that strong. They are using star metal weapons, so they can damage you quite easily. Again, some useful things inside this. Also, if you're farming the camp, you can always take the pork and the exquisite meat, which is kind of not easy to find in this area. At this point, I might actually be surprised if I'm not getting a gear shower. If I remember well, you need to be for like half an hour in the area before you get it. Okay, so fortunately, when I was inside the dungeon, I got myself some light. Okay, that's enough. And again, my torch decides to play with me. Yeah, so as I mentioned, there's quite a lot of materials you can get. But what's even better is that you can actually get these from dungeons, and then you can recycle them. Again, some sickles, you can recycle them as well. You can even recycle the legendary weapons. You'll get some star metal, but honestly it's not really worth it. Okay. I kind of have an issue over here. Let's see if this one is any good. Okay, so this one again is quite good when it comes to growing in strength. Might as well use it in the future. Now I have a small issue with not having enough space to deposit things. Okay, so I actually have a decent amount of star metal. Okay, so I need one of these. Yeah, so the next destination, although on the journey is the Well of Skelos, is now going to be that one. Sadly, not all the dungeons are in here. There are some smaller ones that weren't added to the list, but they are also important. It's going to be the Frost Temple, but before going to the Frost Temple, in this area over here, you can unlock some knowledge that can actually be used inside the Frost Temple over here. So I am aiming at unlocking that knowledge and then going there. But first I need to craft myself a construction hammer. And get some storage. So these things I'm gonna sort out later, so I don't need to care about them that much right now. Okay, let's see. I don't want to get myself on these, but I need a lot of rope. And in order to get rope, I will need one of these. Now I actually did something I shouldn't have done. Earlier I had my hands on some sights, sickles, sorry, and instead of keeping them, I dismantled them, which is not good. Okay, let's see. So basically, if you want, you can move your base around, or you can build new things over here. I am a little bit forced of the fact that I didn't bring a smithy with me, or the materials to craft one. I'll just have to get done with the lowest tier and then build my way up to a better one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I'll need 100 of these, but that's going to be later. Okie dokie. Yeah, so as I said before, going to the Frost Temple, there is some knowledge I need to unlock. And the best way to do it is to go for it. If you don't start going for it, you cannot get it. Yeah, so basically it's related to these, the barrows. Some of the knowledge, some of the vital pieces you need for that knowledge is in there. Just gonna show you exactly what it is. I don't remember the name of the armor set that you can unlock. Oh, it's the garb of something. My memory is not so good at the moment. I do have a tutorial on how to actually get that garb, showing you all of these steps. If you don't want to watch this, you can just go in there and have a look at it. Yeah, so basically in these burrows, sometimes you will find weights, you will find weak boss, I think. But you can also find these guys, the relic hunters, relic hunter treasure keepers. And exactly at this point, my aim is that guy, the Taskmaster. Now, when it comes to him, he's a named Taskmaster. He will spawn here guaranteed 100% all of the time. So if you need Taskmasters and you have a truncheon and some rope, you can take him. In my case, I'm not interested in making him my troll. I'm interested in what he's dropping. So these guys can be quite tough. Have some decent throws. They're not a problem. Let's see what's his name is. His name is Gotrad, the Oathbreaker. And what you need from him is this Torgar's Crest. If you want, you can also have a look at what these guys have. It's not usually that important. You can take a look at this. As you can see, it's not necessarily bad. There's also some Forgotten Clan banners. Demon Fire Warp, that's nice. Hardened Steel Arrows. Now, these are actually nice to get, because you can recycle them. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you can actually get some Relic Hunter armor, as you can see from these guys. It's a light armor. Also, if you want, you can turn these guys into trolls. They are quite decent. As I said, the one that's actually worth it is this guy. So you can kill him once in order to get that, but later on, if you want to make him a troll, you can revisit the location. Okay, so next I need to get myself over here. Well, I think this might actually be the way to do it. And there's some more wits around. Yeah, these guys are also good for your trolls. You can gain plenty of experience points from them. Okay, so this is actually good. I can craft myself some of these instead of the torch that I'm carrying. They have the same expiration time, but they're not so bad. Okay, now since I am going there, I might as well make a small stop before. Over here you have a small camp of the Forgotten Clan. If you want, you can simply kill these guys, or you can knock them down. There's some alchemists, fighters, terror. The bearer can be quite useful because it drops this, the supply materials. But these guys are not so bad either. Yeah, so this is called White Watch Overlook. Oh, Lookout, sorry. And over here behind it you will find some useful things. If you want, you can take these and recycle them. They're a bit heavy, so I'm not going to take them. Okay, so there's going to be some living agent around here. You have some shroom amanita. There's going to be some yellow lotuses. But what's really important is over here you will find a red lotus. Sorry, crimson lotus. I already have plenty, so I'm not taking any more. There's also a friendly NPC over here called Braga.
I don't know.
You can talk to him
North
about
with a companion, a Shemite who cut
what's
me from the
happening in
cross.
the Exiled Lands.
Died on the road, but before he
He
did,
is one of the Cimmerians, the Forgotten Clan, as you can see. Apparently, he doesn't want to live with his brothers at the Mounds of the Dead. As you can see, he will tell you about snow, ice, he will tell you about frost and all other things. So, unless you've already learned those informations from somewhere, you might actually want to talk to him. Over here, there's another obelisk. As I said, one of the reasons why I want to have a main base around here is this, because I have the obelisk and I can quickly teleport back here by using it. In order to actually attune to it, you will have to climb up. There's no other way. Okay, so moving forward, this is the first out of 3 parts, Dorgar's Crest. And next, we have to visit some other barrows along this area. I just hope I didn't forget anything back here. And I think I did. Just quickly go back there. I think I only entered one of the barrows. And there's 2 of them. And one of them also had a piece. Hello, my friend. Do you want to fight? Okay, now it's working when I actually needed him to fight me. Okay. So yeah, I've actually been inside this one where you can find Gothrad the Oathbreaker. But there is a second one over here. Now, again, there will be some of these annoying pictures. You can see already inside. I don't see where my trolls are. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so this is a little bit maze-ish, as you can see. If you go this way or this way, at some point you might get a little bit stuck. You can find some useful things, as you can see. But the main goal is to actually get in the middle. Boy.
will be as meaningless as your life.
Okay, so over here we're going to find this Thorgar's notes, which is basically the second item you need in order to unlock the knowledge. As you can see, you can also find a couple of useful things around. And then you can just go out. Yeah, and once you're done with these barrows, here and here, you need to get yourself over here, because that's where the third piece will be. Yeah, I like to keep my water skin full. At some point I'm going to go after getting a better water skin. That's going to be pretty soon, to be honest. Okay, so again, this is another barrow that belongs to the undead. It's basically the same type of barrow that the Forgotten Clan lives in, the Cimmerians. Okay, now again, as I said, the place belongs to the undead, so be prepared for them. We've got more Crimson Lotus over here. Basically, this entire area has some Crimson Lotuses around. If you want, you can waste a little bit time by going around. There's going to be some loot here as well. Okay, so that's not wasted because I needed a sickle. Also, there are quite a few things. I don't need them all. Yeah, so basically, if you want bigger quantities of Lotus, you will need to use that sickle. Okay, and you need to go inside this barrow. Again, unfriendlies will be here. But my trolls are quite good at dealing with them. Now, this one is actually quite maze-ish. As you can see, if you go through here, you're locked. I just need to go through here. And through here. And through here. As I said, this is a little bit like a maze. That's quite nice of them to offer me some of those. You can also climb if you want, but there is a risk of you being surrounded by too many enemies. So it's better to clear them out. Once you get to this point, this guy will try to go after you. As you can see, my friend over there has momentum. Mace, and that one is actually smashing through undead. Again, as I said, you can climb over and see them in hand. Okay, so once you kill this guy, you will find this Thorgar's recipe fragment. I'm but if he actually gives you anything decent. So it does give you witch fire powder, which is not bad. You can actually use it to craft torches. Yeah, not bad at all. Okay, again there's going to be this over here. Okay, so you can get some. Oh, nice. These are actually for strength and grit. Oh, I don't remember if they still work. So basically my strength damage is... yeah. I'm not sure what it is. I want to apply this. Okay. So it is applied all over my body. Okay, I actually need this equipped on so I can see if there's a difference. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's actually doing anything. Oh, anyway. Okay. Now, this will cause you to be attacked. So take it. That's good because you can gain some gold coins. But you will need to have one of these set in the area, a treasure coffer. You will have to carry this all the way down there. You cannot run, you cannot do much, so in my case it's not really worth it. Now let's see, where was that exit? As I said, the place can be a little bit like a maze. Okay. So I actually found the exit. Okay, so now that you have all these pieces, Torgar's crest, Torgar's notes, Torgar's recipe fragment, you just need to get yourself over here. There's another barrow. You can see it from here. Again, if you have a good look at it, you will notice that sadly there is no direct way of getting there. So you'll just have to climb. Remember, the rule of the game for new players, of course, is that you can climb pretty much anything. You just need to jump at it. Okay, so again in this area you're going to meet some unfriendly faces. There's going to be some more Crimson Lotus. Now, these guys are good if you have the Dredger knowledge for the glowing sticks. In fact, might as well get some more. Yeah, so actually my torch is dead. Might as well drop it. Now, as you can see, this is quite a decent source of light. A bone and some glowing goop. It looks a lot better in that image, to be honest, than it looks when you pull it out, but I'm more interested in what it does. Again, this is where you need to go. You can actually do this. There's going to be couple of these guys over here. Woohoo. Might as well take these from them, so I can make myself more glowing sticks in the future. Yeah, so there we go. You can see over here, this used to be a smithy. And once you get inside over here, you'll see this ghost-like figure, Torgar the blacksmith. There's also a chest over here. Okay, this is nice. I didn't know about this. Yeah, so basically, if you are early in the game and you want to go past those weights, you can actually come in here and get yourself a hardened steel weapon. It's doing quite a lot of damage. In my opinion, it's not worth it, but it is an option to get a free weapon. Okay, let's see if it's anything else. Nope. Yeah, so now that you have all three pieces and you've got Mr. Torgar over here, you can talk to him. He will tell you more about how good of a blacksmith he used to be, who he was making armors for. And over here you've got the Pride of Esir. I finally know the name of the armor I was looking for. Basically, you've got them over there. You can purchase the scroll for Torgar's recipe fragment, Torgar's notes, Torgar's crest. So by bringing him back those items, he will teach you this. Now you just need to use it, and once you have used it, get yourself over here. Let's see. Sometimes I'm half blind and I cannot see it even though it's there. Yeah, so this is basically a legendary set, as you can see. These are epic with the purple edges. These are considered legendary. It's honestly quite a decent set. I'll have to have a look at it. At some point it used to have an epic version. Now it's somewhere in between. Okay, so now that I've actually unlocked this, it's time to head back to my camp and leave a couple of things there and dismantle some others. Now, fortunately, it's quite close by, especially if you're going through here. I think pretty soon I'm gonna meet a berserker, so I will have my weapon out. Okay. There we go. So, using the legendary weapons will basically decimate this poor guy. Okay, so I have plenty of durability. That's good. Okay, as I said, I do need to dismantle quite a couple of things. Now these, the paintings are good because when you dismantle them, they will give you some insulated wood, if I remember well. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. I can do those. Let's see if I was lucky. And I wasn't lucky. Oh, I actually was lucky. I was hoping to get some twine. I was thinking I have to harvest some plant fiber, but now I don't have to anymore. Let's see. Where the Pikachu? Aha. I can actually build myself a much better blacksmith bench. Okay, that's perfect. So I will craft some more of these so I can start doing some building too. Where the Pikachu was it? I said I need one of these. Okay, now mainly I need this one for fuel. I prefer the dried wood. So I'm just gonna drop these in here. Now, I also need artisan's bench, if I remember where it is. Artisan's table, sorry. And one of those. Okay. It's a good thing I have a ardent, star metal pickaxe. Some points invested in expertise. Now I can actually do things quite fast. Also, there's a lot of resources in the area, so that's good. So once again, this is not necessarily how a proper camp would look. There's no one stopping you from doing them. These are actually quite good because they have a lot of spaces and they only cost you 40 pieces of wood. So you can use them as storage if you want instead of other things, but they will take more space. Let's see, I wanted to leave this one here. Again, if you want to produce the witchfire torches, they will be somewhere around here. I've unlocked way too much knowledge, so it's kind of hard to find them. Okay, that's nice to know. Okay, so it is at an artisan's work table, but I'm blind enough not to see them for some reason. Well, I don't need them right now, so no worries. Let's see. I will need some of these. Okay, I'll just leave this in here. Fortunately, if you go after bearers, for example, in this area, it's only that bearer over here at Weight Watch Lookout. Then you can get those supply materials and you can actually come back with some decent resources. Where the Pikachu was it? You stay here. Okay, so I can actually move some of these things where they actually belong. It can be annoying when you have too many items. Okay, so I can actually trade. This is what I used to do at some point anyway. Trade these weapons, legendary ones, for what the berserkers have or the others. Then if you want, you can just recycle these and you'll get plenty of star metal. Yeah, I might as well see if I can upgrade this one. Not yet. I'll just have to upgrade it later. And make some more bricks. Okay, so I have some keys, which is good. I have plenty of torches. I have my arrows and everything. These guys still have plenty of food. Let's see. I will need some spicy food with me though. And it's time to visit the second dungeon, the Temple of Frost. Oh, I will have to make my way all the way down here. Yeah, so if you are at this location, Stargazer's Crest or Mounds of the Dead over here, you just need to go through here and follow the way. Now, I'm going to warn you, you will need again soul spill or anything that can increase your cold insulation. Also, another warning, once you go past this point, once you get over here, you're going to be attacked by saber-toothed overgrown kittens. Oh! Actually forgot 4 of them. But as you can see, it doesn't matter if it's 4 of them.
Die, outsider!
Yeah, you've got some mammoths in the area, so basically this is a good area if you want to get some thick hide. It's going to be quite useful. I'm not going to fight everything in my way because otherwise I'll get there tomorrow. Okay. So what you want to do is head towards the icy area. Now, as you can see, there's lots of wolves, smaller ones, bigger ones, frost wolves, there's bears, there's mammoths, there's basically everything in there will try to kill you. But my aim is to go here, so hopefully they won't bother me. You can see this is where the ghosts are going. They will show you the way to the Frost Temple. Again, this is a nice frosted decor, but everything in here, absolutely everything will try to kill you or kill each other. So bear that in mind. On one side, this is a good thing, because if you want to get lots of experience, you can just walk around a little bit and you will be attacked without actually having to look for a fight.
As meaningless as your life.
Again, you can get, if you get a skinning knife, you can get yourself lots of hides from here. And, it's going to help you in the future. Okay. So, if you go on this lake, you will notice a lot of people at their end over here. Plenty of bodies in there. My aim is to go this way. Now there are a couple more small camps of the frost giants. I'm gonna pass through some of those. Again, kitties waiting to pounce on you. Oh, Over there you can see another frost wolf. This is actually a dangerous area, to be fair, and you should know it. Again, kitties, elks, and everything. Let's do or die over here. Yeah, you can just follow the pathway. Even if you go with that, it's going to be dangerous. Now, over here, as you can see, there is a encampment of the frost giants. Surely you might find this is called Ice Buffalo. Surely you might find some loot chest, and there we go, there is one. Oh, nice. Actually found myself a black ice shield. Again, if you have something to protect you from the cold early in the game, you could come here and steal some valuable things. Sometimes it might be a shield, sometimes it might be a weapon, sometimes it might be a piece of sorry, it might be a tool. I was looking to see if there's anything there, but not necessarily something useful. On the other hand, somewhere in this area there will be another camp. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, this is black ice. Yeah. So there we go. There are more deposits. Basically, the easiest way to get black ice is to come up here on Skyfall Ridge. It's not so many creatures trying to kill you. As you can see, everything is up for a fight over here. Yeah, but if you need a lot of black ice, you can just get yourself to these locations and you will get plenty of it. Now, since there's a lot of saber-tooth tigers spawning in the area, this also gives a chance, not a very high one, but it does give a chance to get saber-tooth kittens, which you can then turn into saber-tooth followers. Yeah, over here towards the volcano, there's another small camp of the frost giants. I'm going to visit them. Quickly say hello. Yeah, so if you have something with good insulation, or you just carry spicy food with you, this is a good area to level up. There's plenty of features that will not be nice to you. Yo-ho! Okay, there we go. That's the snap. This might be cold snap. And if you don't have this shield, for example, it will actually turn into frostbite. Basically, cold snap will lower your temperature. You can actually add this one too to get rid of all those effects. Okay, so There's quite a few enemies over here. Yeah, there we go. You can find black ice daggers. They don't deal huge damage, but they do have that frostbite, and also they are better than steel or other weapons. I get early in the game. Again, with some spicy food, you could actually get some decent weapons without having to craft them or to fight for them, because you just need to quickly go grab them and run away. Yeah, so there we go. Somewhere in the distance you can see that huge statue. That's where the frost temple will be. I don't feel like fighting this guy. Hopefully he doesn't feel like fighting me either. Thank you very much, mate. Okay, that's some normal ice. And over here there's another obelisk. Again, you can attune a bracelet to it, and then later on you can teleport back here. And this is the Frost Temple. You can see it's quite majestic from the outside, but once you go inside it looks even better. Again, black ice over here. There are a couple more deposits in the area as well. There we go, more over there. I think there's a little bit on the other side, or maybe not. Over here, if you interact with this, you will learn how to make totems. See if I can actually find it. Okay, so you can actually make waymakers. I have no idea when I discovered that one or unlocked it. Now where the Pikachu are the totems? Ah, there we go. I couldn't see them because I was half blind. Yeah, so this is going to be a Vanir totem, basically related to the Norse gods. It's going to look like this, I think, or a version of this. Now, once you get inside the Frost Temple, as you can see, the entrance is huge. It's made to fit those guys. Over here you can interact with this and you can learn the Spike Chrome and a couple of other emotes. Of course, you will have to fight your way inside. Now, if you look around, these are actually frozen. They are ice. See? Thank you very much for donating that. Okay, so as you go forward, it's going to be even colder. As you can see, I'm already extremely cold. This is why I said you do need items such as Soul Spear. Sadly, a torch would not be good for me over here. Yeah, again you have more friendly faces. I'm just gonna leave my guards to deal with those. As you can see, even with the shield, I'm still very cold. Now over here you've got plenty of black ice. You can harvest some if you want to. And also, see, you've got these. Most of the time you might be able to find black ice weapons, just like this. Again, it's going to deal quite a lot of damage. If you come here and grab them early on in the game, you're kind of set for a while instead of having to forge things yourself. Yeah, so as you go forward, another one appears. Again, behind the stairway over here, you can find some black ice, but also some more useful items related to the frost giants, or simply some food. So, as you go up, apparently another guy wants to fight. If I remember well, he's just simply waiting over here. And only this time he forgot to wait. Okay, so as you see, I'm still very cold even with that shield, so I'm gonna warm up a little bit. There are 3 entrances over here. Got one on the right, one in the middle, one on the left. In my case, I find this the least important, and this one is medium. This one is the most important, so I'm just gonna go from the right to the left. This is a room where you will find some frost giants, but also world boss Black Yeti. Hold at this junction. Now you don't need to be afraid of them if you're wearing good armor and have some decent weapons. The Yeti is nothing to be scared of if you have those. Thank you, mate. Okay, don't forget to harvest them. Usually it will drop a decent amount of demon blood, which you might need later on. And of course the skeleton key. And you can actually use the key over here. There's a loot chest. And again, I'm getting a sword. I don't know why I keep getting swords when I don't really want them. There's some chest over here. As you could see, there was even some spicy food over there. Again, some black ice weapons or arrows. Okay, so this room is taken care of. Now we go to the middle. There's going to be a small corridor over here, and once you get to the stairs inside, you will find the throne room. That's the boss of the frost giants. He's going to have 2 bodyguards. See, he is Tentacles boss. Still not that hard to beat. Okay, I really hate these. They have quite a big reach, to be honest. Okay, so Mr. Bossman is dead over here. Oh, and I was actually very lucky to get this, the Frost Giant Bodyguard. I will show a little bit later what exactly that does. Okay, so if you harvest him, you will only get thick hide. You can see his throne is quite impressive. You can have a look around. You won't find much over here, but if you go behind his throne though, you will find this, a tablet. Once you interact with it, you will learn the Black Ice knowledge. Let's see. And there we go. Now you can craft the Black Ice pick. You can craft Black Ice throwing axe. Okay, and Frost Smithy. Again, I'm blind and I don't see it. Well, the Pikachu is it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so Frost Smithing will allow you to create the Black Ice weapons, shield, arrows. Okay, now that you've unlocked that, I just hope I don't get too cold by drinking that water, because drinking from the water skin usually lowers your body heat. And so now that you have the knowledge, it's time to go for the last room. There's going to be a small corridor over here with some enemies, or apparently just one. There's some more over there. I just have to make them come after me. As you can see, as soon as I leave my shield, it's not good. So these guys can be annoying once they come in a group. This guy, I think, is a little bit stronger than the rest. I think the Frost Smith. So he doesn't really have a special name. And he's not dropping anything extraordinary. Okay, now that you've dealt with these three, you just need to cross this bridge. And this is the Forge of Ymir, or the Frostsmith, Frost Smithy. Over here you'll find some normal loot chests. And this is the Frost Temple Smithy. As you can see, the fire is blue. You actually have to have your cursor placed in the exact place, otherwise it won't show up. Okay, so now as you can see, you can craft those weapons. Okay, so I think again the game changed something, or the developers changed something about the game, since I haven't played in some time. This used to be the place where you can actually craft the Pride of a Seer. This one. Apparently it isn't any longer, or I am having some sort of glitch or error. That's quite strange, to be honest. Although at some point you used to be able to craft it in your armorer's bench, and if that's the case, that's even better, because you can get the bonuses from a crafter, and that's more advantageous than having to craft it over here. Not to mention that if you like the armor and its bonuses, you won't have to come all the way over here to craft it and carry everything you need to craft it. It needs plenty of black ice. If I remember well, it needs some decent amounts of chemical base, so it's not something ordinary. So, as I am going back to my camp, I will go through this side. There is, I think, 2 more camps of the Frost Giants. As you can see, they have their own banner, so to say, and the Frostmith, the Temple of Frost, is actually kind of their capital or something like that. If you go on the same principle as the other factions, you've got the den for the Dogs of the Desert, you've got the summoning place for the Dafari cannibals, you've got Seper Meru, City of the Relic Hunters. So yeah. Well, after all, the Frost Temple is where the Frost Giant King lives. And he was nice enough to give me this. Now I will quickly show you what this is. This will basically allow you to have your own Frost Giant. I won't place it there even if they let me, because I don't want to leave him here behind. I'll just have to come back another time. Sorry, I'll just have to go back to my base and place him over there. Okay, so oopsie, we need to be a little bit careful over here since it's everything in white. It might be hard to distinguish if you're going to fall or not. I don't remember if there's a Frost Giant camp over here or not. Might as well check. Nope. Basically, if you want, you can go at the top. I don't want to go there because, if I remember well, there's some really strong wall bosses, some rock slides, and I've never managed to beat one before. I am thinking of starting to play online just so I can have a big war party with someone and go after one of them. I kind of know what you need to beat them, but usually they end up damaging me too much or my trolls too much, and it's not really worth it. Okay. Usually I would advise you not to do what I just did over there. I was standing on the ledge and there were some saber-toothed tigers close by. And the reason why you shouldn't do that is because these bad kittens can push you from that ledge, and if you're too far from the mountain you won't be able to grab onto it, which means you're as good as dead. Let's see, I haven't checked these two in a while. Once again, they will slowly level up since they're from the Forgotten Clan faction, so you don't need to worry as compared to others. They slowly level up. It's normal. It's basically a reflection of their strength. Yeah, so now it's going to be again a little bit dangerous because I need to get down there. Forgot about that. Might as well kill these two. Yeah, so I don't know where the next Ghost Giant camp is. It's going to be a bit dangerous to get with. Again, as you can see, there's annoying enemies all over.
Die, outsider!
Okay. Apparently there's also rocks falling. And there we go. Now, I don't remember exactly what this one is called. I usually just exploring and getting the location on the map, but after that not really interested. As you can see, other creatures are fighting the giants too. Really, there's some there we go. See? Okay. This one is a new one. I didn't know they would fight each other. That's a blood crystal golem, and usually he might spawn here. Not so difficult to defeat. I'm surprised he's fighting them. I don't know why the developers decided to make him spawn over here, since he is going to fight the people in the camp. Yeah, this guy is quite valuable, to be honest. As you can see, he will drop some gold stone, some silver stone, some iron, some stone as well, but this is what I actually need from him. Sadly, I don't think there is a loot chest in this camp. But then again, I don't really need one. Okay, so this guy is glitchy. Or he just needed to stretch a little bit. As you can see, he stretched quite a lot. And yeah, that's nice. Okay, and the next one, if I remember well, should be somewhere around here on top of the mountain. Maybe I can actually get from here. I don't remember exactly. Okay, lots of enemies again. This guy is annoying. Wolf is there, another elk. Yeah, basically this is like, welcome to, we want to kill you. Who do you want to be killed by? Lots of iron stone over here. Okay, so over there at the top, that's where I need to get. If I'm allowed to. Okay. Yeah, so you can actually go through here. Okay, so it's only cold, that's good. Oh no, it's very cold, so again, having the shield is useful. I just hope these two don't stop badly. Okay, and this is the camp. As I said, over there at the top there are some strongish bosses. I'm going to play with those. Oh, let's see. Last time when I was playing the game, I had some issues over here. My valve was more freezing. Yeah, so this is Blizzard's Overwatch. Again, you can find some useful things and some of these guys. You can use both this side of the mountain or the other side to climb up. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to stand and fight, I just wanted to discover the location. Yeah, so basically these are the locations of the ice giants, the Emir Delusion Camp, then the Outcast I've already discussed in a previous stream. Over here you will actually find a nice frost giant. He can teach you the Emir religion. And you've got Ice Keeper Hollow, you've got Flame Mist Camp, you've got their so-called capital, the Temple of Frost, with the Disjunction and the Forge of Ymir. You've got the Crystalline Chasm and Blizzard's Overwatch. Again, remember, you will need something with a lot of cold insulation. As you can see, I was very cold even using that. If I'm not mistaken, the Silent Legion set I have unlocked while visiting the Black Keep has quite a lot of cold insulation. As you could see, in order to get to it, you have to pass through an area that can actually freeze you. It's not a frozen area, like the Frost Temple is. Okay, over here, this is just some landmark. Let's see. Okay, again, everything is trying to kill everything. My trolls are set on aggressive, so they will go after whatever they can. Whoopsie. Okay. I have no idea why I didn't take any damage, but that's good. Yeah, so before I get back to my camp, there is one place I need to visit. And it's along the way. So that's an intense fight. For two mammoths and the bear. Yeah. Okay. Not used to so many enemies, to be honest. Okay, there's it's a bloodbath over there. So well saved, my friend. It's not like you will die, but I waste food. Come on. Yeah, I was thinking the bear is coming after me, but it went after the elk. Well, the elk was coming after me. Yep. So, if you want experience and you want hide and you want everything, come over here. Everything will try to hunt you. Now, if I remember well, somewhere around here, there should be world boss, a rot branch. Or I think it was somewhere around here. Oh, never mind. If it's not here, I'm not bothered. Oh, maybe here. Let's see. Oopsie.
Don't make me hurt you, wanderer.
Okay, thank you for leveling up, my friends. Okay, so they increased quite nicely in vitality. Very. I was looking for the rot branch, not for you guys. Okay, so this giant beast over there, you can see it looks basically like a tree, like a skeletal tree. It's moving a little bit, it's a rot branch. They can be quite dangerous, to be honest. But I think we should be fine fighting it. It has some nasty attacks, to be fair. Like that one. It doesn't take poison damage, it doesn't take bleeding damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. And as you can see, it could actually hit in 2 attacks. That was interesting. Whoa. Okay. Fortunately, my trolls are doing a lot better than I am, but you can see it's dealing a lot of damage to them. So, as I said, this guy is not even the worst. There's something a lot worse called the flight. And that guy is dealing a lot of damage. It has similar attacks. So I'm trying to help my friends over here because one of them is actually quite badly damaged. So, okay. Yep. So, unless you just want to test these guys, or you desperately need some skeleton key, my advice is don't mess around with them. As you can see, this poor guy with quite a very good armor set, good weapon and everything, lost a lot of his HP. Okay, so now we're going through here. Let's see. I can climb up there. Somewhere around this point there should be another camp of the Forgotten Clan. Also, this is another way to go up the mountain, as you can see over there. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so this is definitely not the way to go. It's way too high. Okay, so I know I'm going where I should be by seeing this guy over there in the middle, in the distance. I actually see the fires from the Mound of the Dead. But my business is not there, my business is on this side. I'm not going to visit the Mounds of the Dead yet. Sadly, I don't have much light from the environment, so I'll just have to make up to it. Okay, so this is yet again an important location. I'll just show it from the base of it. Which is over here. Yeah, so basically quite close to the barrows where I unlocked the Pride of Esir in it and part of the Mounds of the Dead. I need to go a little bit up the mountain. Now bear in mind it's going to be an area that's full of weights, so be ready to fight them. And you can see they will start popping up from the ground. Some old ruins over here. Whoa! Gonna grab those bones and a glowing goop. Make myself some more light sources. Glowing sticks. Okay. Yeah, so the Frost Temple wasn't necessarily productive, as you can see. It's not necessarily an actual dungeon, but you can learn quite a few interesting things over there, and you can get some interesting pieces of well, not interesting pieces, interesting weapons or a shield or tools. Again, there should be a couple of those already. Yeah. Over here there should also be a blood crystal knock nose. And of course, why would he be alone? And I still don't understand why he is in an area where there's already something else. But on the other hand, it looks like they're damaging each other. Okay, so apparently my friends over here are actually good at donating those things. Okay, so this is kind of a tricky location to get inside. And I'm gonna show you what I mean by it in a second. So, if you don't have demon blood in your inventory, if you interact with the door, it will say it's required. And as you can see, it's over here on the map. The Barrow King. Okay, now that I have the demon blood, it's opening for me. Okay. So this is basically one of the giant kings. He is kind of a mini boss, but no, he's actually his full boss, but he's not that strong. For some reason he's not using the weapon. Also, if I remember well, and yeah, he's an undead. Will not take bleeding damage or things like that. Oh, nice drops. And what you want from him is this, the Diadem of the Giant Kings, which along the tiers that I've discovered earlier is another item that can be used to remove your Exile bracelet. Now, over here, as you can see, there's not many things to look at, but from this point, from where he was standing, if you go here to the left, you will see a small tablet. As you can see, you can interact with it, and when you interact with it, you will learn the Vanquisher of the King Beneath. Now I just need to find where it is. I've unlocked way too much knowledge, and it's becoming hard to find them. Yeah, and it's this, the Kingslayer polearm and the Kingslayer daggers. You can craft them at your blacksmith bench. Yeah, as you could see, he actually gives quite a decent amount of demon blood, so it's worth visiting. Again, don't be afraid if the door is closed, you just need to interact with it, and it will work like open sesame. And now it's time, after a long journey, to go back. Okay, these guys are many. From what I could see, my thralls started fighting them. They can get some experience while I get back to my camp. Hidoki. Pokey pokey. Where actually is it? Okay, so the shortest way is through here, apparently. Yeah, you don't have to mind the fact that there's people above you. Usually they don't bother with you. If you're passing through here. Again, this is where you can find Braga and lots of Crimson Lotus. And over here is the place where you will find these two, well, their version of a Thrall, the Cimmerian Berserker. There we go. Thank you very much for your donation, mate. And finally back. This was quite a long way to go. Okay, stand over here, please. Now, once again, remember, best way if you want to keep your thralls in some certain area, you need to place them. If you simply just go follow and unfollow, they will then go back to the last location where you had them guarding, and you don't want that, believe me. Okay, so I actually can use them. Let's see. Okay, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah, so this is a really nice part of this game. you can actually recycle things. Okay, let's see. This went well. Hello. Let's swap. Now, if you want, you can keep this. If not, you can just pop it in there and it will turn into black ice and some other stuff. Now, if you come over here, you will notice you cannot craft the black ice weapons in your blacksmith bench. So you will actually have to get yourself to that frost smithy. It's not necessarily worth it, to be honest. Yeah, so let's see. I actually want to see those Kingslayer and everything. Oh, not you. Okay. So for some reason I cannot see some of the knowledge that I've unlocked. But I think I know what the cause is. Since they are epic items, such as these two, I think they only show up in the in the best version of the blacksmith benches. Okay, I forgot about this one. I did say I was going to use it. Yeah, so as I said, by placing the horn as if it's an animal, the frost giant bodyguard over here, you can actually place the frost giant. It's kind of similar in stats to the ones that you're usually fighting, only this one can actually grow up to level 10, 20, just like other followers, of course with various growth chances, so then again it will take some time. Yeah, so basically this is it for this episode. I did manage to do quite a lot, to be fair. I managed to raid the Black Keep, unlock the Silent Legion armor, and I got myself some valuable resources. I've visited the camps of the Frost Giants, including the Frost Temple, which is some sort of mini dungeon, let's call it that. I also went to visit the Barrow King and unlocked the mounds over here, the Pride of Esir. Yeah, so in the future I will look into it to see how exactly I can craft it. From what I remember, last time it was only craftable inside the Frost Smithy. Maybe things have changed. So until next time, thank you for watching, either if you've been watching the live stream or if you're going to watch the video once it gets posted on my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I will happily answer them. whenever I get the chance to log in. Also, if you have any advice for new players or for myself included regarding what you've seen in my video, feel free to drop a comment. Also a like if you like my content, or a share if you feel like others might want to see it. So, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.